Welcome class 7. Again I am back here with biology. As you know, we are doing chapter number 1, the tissues, and we have also completed the plant tissue, isn't it? Their parts, functions and various aspects of plant tissue. And we have already started with animal tissue. And in the previous video, you know that we have done the first part of animal tissue. So as you know that animal tissue is having 4 parts. What are the parts? The first part is, you can see here, epithelial tissue. Now epithelial tissue is again divided into 4 parts. Remember what were the 4 parts? First is squamous epithelial tissue, then columnar, then cuboidal and ciliated. And I have also explained you about the various locations and functions. Okay. Then we move to the next type of tissue is connective tissue. And then we have muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So these are the 4 various parts of animal tissue. Today we are going to discuss about connective tissue. Now what is connective tissue? Connective tissue is basically those tissues which help to connect the different organs and tissues. Not only that, it also acts as a supporting tissue for various organs and tissues. Okay, so this is the main function and characteristics of connective tissue. Now connective tissue is again further divided into 3 parts. The parts are fibrous tissue, we can say fibrous connective tissue. Okay, then we have supportive tissue and fluid. So I am going to discuss every part of connective tissue individually. Okay, so let us see connective fibrous tissue. What it is? Connective fibrous tissue is again divided into 2 main type of tissue, that is loose fibrous tissue and another one is dense fibrous tissue. Now what is loose fibrous tissue? Loose fibrous tissue, again we can write here. First is loose fibrous tissue and second one is dense fibrous tissue. And we will discuss about loose fibrous and dense fibrous tissue in details. Okay, let us see on the board. So we are discussing about connective tissue. And connective tissue, the first part of connective tissue, that fibrous tissue. So I have told you fibrous tissue is again having 2 parts, that is loose fibrous tissue and dense fibrous tissue. Loose fibrous tissues are present all over our body. And here you can see loose fibrous tissue is again divided into 2 parts, that is areolar loose fibrous tissue and adipose fibrous tissue. Now what is areolar tissue? Areolar tissue is basically present inside in our skin and in the muscles. And what is the function of areolar tissue? It binds the skin to other underlying organs. Okay. So what is the function of areolar tissue? It binds the skin of the other underlying organs. Then we have next is adipose tissue. Now what is adipose tissue? Adipose tissues are basically formed or made up of fat cells. Okay, they are also known as adipocytes. Now, what is the function of this tissue? These tissues basically store the energy in the form of fat in our body. So, here we complete the loose fibrous tissue and the 2 parts of loose fibrous tissue, that is areolar and adipose tissue. Okay, now we move to the next fibrous tissue, that is dense fibrous tissue. Now what is dense fibrous tissue? Dense fibrous tissues are like it's comparatively loose fibrous tissue. As we can see, like into loose fibrous tissue they are little elastic, like no, and in dense fibrous tissue they will be little hard in structure, in texture. So loose fibrous tissues are basically of 2 types, that is ligament and tendon. Now what are ligament and tendon? Ligament and tendon, these tissues basically they connect, because we are learning about connective tissue, so these ligament tissue, basically it connects the bone to muscle or muscle to bone, like that, okay. And tendon, it connects bone to bone. So the function of ligament, dense ligament tissue is to connect muscle to bone, and the function of tendon is to connect bone to bone. So this is the basic function of these dense fibrous tissue. So after this we are going to learn about the next connective tissue, which is supportive tissue. Let us see what is supportive tissue, okay. Alright, so next type of connective tissue is supportive tissue. Now, what is the function of supportive tissue? We can understand with the word supportive means it supports the various tissues and organs in our body. Now, supportive tissue is again of two types, bones and cartilage. Now, you know, in our body, bones are the hardest structure, the hardest part of our body, okay. Now, bones are basically made up of bone cell, and they are also known as, in biological term, they are also known as osteocytes, okay. Now, these bones, what is their characteristics? They are hard in structure, very strong, non-porous, and they are non-elastic. Now, non-elastic means the bones will not stretch, neither they will bend, okay, and they are having, still they have little, like, no, they are non-porous, but they have some spaces in between the cells. So they are called, these spaces are called chondrocytes. Alright, so you can see, if you read your book, then you will find that chondrocytes is mentioned. That is the space between the cells of bones. So what is the function of bone? The function of bone is to give, we know that its function is to give support and structure to our body, right? Then we move to the cartilage. Now cartilage is again we can say a type of bone, but then it is not hard as bone, because cartilage, if you find, where are they located? They are basically located in the external ear, then nose, okay, over here in the throat, connection of the throat and windpipe, over here you will find. Now they are soft in nature and they connect bone to, they connect to the end of the bone, okay, and cartilage is basically made up of matrix. Now we move to the, and they also have, like, comparative to bones, they have spaces also, and these spaces are also known as chondrocytes. Then we have next type of connective tissue, that is fluid. Now, what is fluid? In our body we can see a certain amount of fluid is also like flowing, okay. So this fluid is made up of, comprised of two types of things, that is, it is comprised of blood and lymph. Now, what is blood? You have been studying in circulation chapter, in other chapter also you have studied about blood. That blood is a red colored fluid which flows in our body, and it has got some cellular parts and some fluid part, okay. So what is blood comprised of? Blood is comprised of two things. One, liquid, that is the fluid, which is called plasma. I will write here. So it is comprised of, these are not the parts, but blood is comprised of liquid part which is called plasma, okay, and another cellular parts. There are three cellular parts, that is RBC, WBC, and the third part is what? Is platelets. So basically blood is comprised, or is made up of, formed of these two parts, right? The cellular parts. So you can find the cellular parts are RBC, that is, it is also known as erythrocyte, WBC, leukocyte, and then last part is platelets. And you know the function of them, right? And what is the function of blood? Is to transport oxygen and nutrients in our whole body. Then we move to the next part of fluid, that is lymph. Now lymph is, where is lymph present? Lymph is basically present on the outer in the surrounding of cells, like the cells which are present in our whole body. So in the surrounding of the cells, the kind of fluid is present, which is lymph. So this lymph is again made up of two things. What are they? One fluid part which is called again plasma. Okay, and this plasma is made up of leukocyte. It is plasma, and the other one, it is WBC. So lymph is basically formed by two things. One is plasma, okay, and the second one is leukocyte or WBC. So lymph is only having two parts, plasma and WBC, or you can say leukocyte also. Alright. Now what is the function of this entire fluid? Is to transport nutrients and also to transport oxygen in our whole body. And not only this, it also helps to excrete the waste from our body, so that in the form of liquid or in the form of urine form. Okay, so these are the main parts of connective tissue. So we have completed here the different parts of connective tissue, that is fibrous, supportive and fluid. Fibrous tissues are again of two types. They are loose fibrous tissue and dense fibrous tissue. Loose fibrous tissue again comprises of two parts, that is areolar tissue and adipose tissue. And dense fibrous tissue is again comprises of two parts, that is ligament and tendon. Then we move to the supportive tissue. Supportive tissue is again having two parts, bones and what is the other one? Cartilage. Okay. And then come to the last point of connective tissue, fluid. Fluid is made up of two parts, main parts, blood and lymph. Blood is made up of two things. One, fluid part which is plasma, and cellular parts, that is the three cellular parts, which is RBC, WBC and platelets. Likewise, lymph is also made up of two parts, plasma, the fluid part, and WBC. Okay, so like you must have seen in case of wound or any kind of injury when we get, and you must be seeing that some kind of white fluid comes out, it oozes out. Okay, so that is coming from the lymph only. No, that's a part of lymph. Okay, so here we complete the connective tissue, and in the next video I will be explaining you about the next two part of animal tissue, that is muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Till then you read the chapter nicely, and if you have any doubt, anything you have not understood, just write me in the comment box. And one more thing, children, I would like to tell you that although I have got so many comments and you have mentioned there that you have completed your work, but kindly send for correction also. And one more, like I have got few comments from some students that they have not been able to understand few part from plant tissue. So for that sake also I will be sending you the link. You can go through that and you can understand from there. And if you have still any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, in the comment box. I will definitely try to satisfy your answer. Okay, till then this much. Take care.